Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Umamusume. And I was going to make a Biwa Hayahide run, but the Gacha gods, well, the three goddesses in this case, decided to give me this. They gave me Healer Grass Wonder, and if her initial kit is to be believed, she is all about healing, quote unquote, but in racing terms, it's just a lot of stamina skills. Her initial kit is all about stamina, and she never gets tired apparently. And well, I guess now is as good a time as any to try her out. She was the banner character in one of the previous ones, and well, there are no limited banners in this game, and everything gets added to the standard pool anyway. So the standard pool will just keep getting bigger, in case you didn't know. So my deck is this pretty much my stock deck for any and all pace chaser and closer late surgers from now on. I still have not fully leveled up some of the other SSRs. You just really have to get lucky with that, and fortunately I got lucky with the selectors and finally have my Kita-san Black to max. So I'm pretty much ready until like in 2 years when Kita-san finally gets power crept out of the format, and you know, Super Creek will always be Super Creek because why not? So Grass Wonder, you'll still be following the traditional career mode that Grass Wonder has. You'll just be having new events that pertain to her RPG healer skin. So she's a miler, and she does have a few races that are not for her, surprisingly. Like, see here, she also runs in the Japanese Derby. But yeah, she has a lot of... Wait, no, this is completely different from what I expected. What? Is it because of her new aptitudes? Like, holy crap, I did not expect that. But yeah, being an American horse, she tends to run like shorter races. But I guess here, she's going to be in it for the longer races. So this is going to be an interesting career run. We're just going to look and see what the initial training is first. This should usually set the tone. And there's one for every stat. So that may or may not be a good sign. So I'll just see you guys at the next interesting point. Okay, so we suffered a major injury right here in our make debut. Even before we have our make debut. If this were real life, horses like this tend to sadly get put down because it's going to be really hard for them to walk properly if they get a major injury like this. And there have been stories of horses that were put down even before they made their racing debut because of a very grievous injury. So yeah, I think we'll just have to take our medicine and well, we'll just see where this run goes from here. Usually, in times like this, most content creators would just throw in the towel and just restart the run, but not me. I have had runs where some stuff like that happens early on, and somehow I walk it back. So it's still possible. So we just have to recover, you know, manage our shit better. And well, we didn't recover our negative stuff from that, so unfortunate. But I just hope that we'll have a an event that removes the practice spore, but we'll get there when we get there. Grass Wonder has one of the most gentle voices in the game. It's always really nice to hear her talk, but then you realize just how insanely competitive she is, and there have been talks that people are scared of this this girl because she can get scary when she locks in. So keep that in mind when you want to make a waifu out of Grass Wonder. She will whip you into shape whether you like it or not. Okay, we're here at the make debut, and here you'll finally see the kit that Grass has. Well, the healer Grass. It's straight away recovery, pace strategy, deep breaths that goes into cooldown, and then you also have a small breather. So she's still a late surger even in her healer form, so that is something to keep in mind. But because we suffered quite a grievous injury early on, I think we're going to need to have just a small bit of recovery, at least early on. And a lot of her races, at least if I'm reading this correctly, hold on, once we'll get that skill. a lot of these are like really long, medium to long, yeah. And she has a default aptitude of B in medium, but these races are all like medium and long. So, oh boy, we definitely needed the boost there. Thank you to vodka, to my vodka in particular, for giving me that stat boost. So there is that. And by the way, this is not going to be a meta run. This is just me playing to the best of my ability. And by the way, this is also my first time running healer Grass Wonder. I have run with Grass Wonder in the past. She is responsible for my very first hot spring ticket after about, like, I think 20 plus races. Grass Wonder was my very first hot spring ticket, and I'll never forget this horse because it was quite easy getting that hot spring ticket. So we'll see you guys at the starting gates of the Make debut. Here we are at the starting gates in 3, 2, 1, and go! And that was pretty goddamn good. And Grass Wonder is a late surger here, so I am not going to expect her to zoom all the way to the front very, very quickly. She's going to take her time, and then once it nears the end of the race, then she'll start surging forward. Although I am not quite sure how she'll do that, since a lot of her skills restore her stamina. So this will be very interesting to see as to how the build is going to go. I guess we'll need to compensate for it by giving her a lot of the speed stuff, and I am seeing this for the very first time, and that actually looks pretty goddamn nice. And oh my god, that was actually really good, really cute. But here comes Grass Wonder, restoring a bit of her stamina, but I am not sure how she's going to catch up to the front. I guess this is where she does it now. We're about halfway through the race. So again, if she loses here, then at least it's a good gauge as to how I should do this run. It may even be an abject failure at that, because she is way too far in the back for her to really be doing anything. So we'll just wait and see as to how Grass is going to do this. If this run ends up being a total wash, then it's just something I have to accept, because all of her skills just restore stamina. She doesn't give any speed whatsoever, so she is literally the ultimate support horse for that matter. You know, typical RPG stuff. But here she comes from the outside. I am not even sure if she'll have the speed, and she is dueling, but I'm not sure if it will be enough. But this is the Make debut race where you have at least a 90% chance to win, and Grass just zooms right on ahead. Alright, cool. She made me nervous for a second there, but I guess, you know, Grass Wonder being Grass Wonder, she pulls through. So, let's get back into training. Okay, this is one of the events that is exclusive with this outfit right here. So one day in the early afternoon, Grass Wonder's deep at contemplation. Okay, so this is a food event, so there's that. Trying to decide the appropriate amount of food for lunch. I may have stuffed myself. Okay, so this one of those, if you eat too much, you'll get slow metabolism, but if you pull through, then you'll get plus 30 energy and plus 10 skill points. I mean, it's always worth the risk, to be honest. More energy is more energy, and if we get more energy, then that means we'll get to train even more. So what's the downside? We could actually go for Super Creek here, because we really need the stamina, because we have a lot of really long races coming up ahead, and you have Japanese Derby in particular. Then you have the Takarazuka Kinen, the Arima Kinen, a lot of the Kinens. Good god, these are all like really long races, and just 2-mile races like in between all of that. So, oh boy, there's going to be one weird journey here, Grass. Let's just hope that you pull through. Okay, so here's one of the exclusive events that happen with this skin in particular, and it involves El Condor Paso, who also got an RPG skin, but she is on the more offensive side of things, whereas Grass is the healer, and so we're gonna practice hella hard. Okay, do the flying body press. Are you trying to set a dangerous example for the children? Oh my god, yeah. Leave it to Grass to rein L in, so that she won't hurt herself too much. Good god. So says the wrestler with the boob window, but that's another story. But at least the children were enjoying it, so there is that. Hard work pay off, or do we get an encore? So either we get wits and guts, or stamina. I mean, more stamina is always nice. I love me some stamina around in this household. So We'll just keep training until the Asahi High or something else more interesting happens. Okay, so she just went through a mood down event, unfortunately. And this entire thing basically summarizes what most people are scared of with Grass Wonder. She does not like to lose at all. In a younger horse, further down the line, Almudai, has nearly the same mindset as this one. And both ladies don't like to lose, or at least don't like getting shown up. So there's that. And they want to win no matter what. So yeah. I can definitely understand why people are scaroused of those horses. Okay, so this is completely unexpected that I somehow got Hashimoto's date scenario, in spite having only trained with her twice. So I guess I'm lucky on this one. If you're going to choose this, I mean, granted, building up stamina first is a really good option because it gives you ramp up, which is an insane skill to have. But there is a chance that this thing will fail. So the second option is almost always the go-to choice when it comes to this event in particular, because Kashimoto simply cannot do too strenuous of physical activities that can save her life. So keep that in mind as you go through a career with Kashimoto in your cards. Okay, this is one of those choices. I could risk it with a 34% failure rate, or I could just rest. But if this succeeds, then it's going to be an insane boost for 3 Umas in particular, and all of them are on my team as well. We're in the Unity Cup, by the way, in case you didn't notice with the UI and whatnot, so there is that. But if we do get this, we'll have an insane boost in stamina alongside improvements to our team. But if we fail this, well, shit, it will just cut to the infirmary, so we will see about this. Unfortunately, we won, so there won't be a cut to the infirmary. That's good on you, Grass, but good God, you need to rest, and you'd better rest. Okay, I absent-mindedly clicked on view results, but she got second place, so I guess we don't need to watch that. But knowing me, I think we're gonna watch it and see just exactly how the fuck-up happened, if the game allows us. But if not, then I guess we're just going to move on to more training. I believe... No, you can't replay it. Oh, that's a bummer. Because sometimes the replay option becomes available depending on the race. Or I think it's just beyond the career mode and whatnot. So that's sad. But she got second place, so I guess that's going to be good enough. Okay, we're here at the first round of the Unity Cup, and we're up against the protagonists of Cinderella Grey. And I am not too confident about my odds here because we haven't exactly been getting too good of a proc rate when it comes to Unity training. So we'll just see if we, lose this, or if we win, then good on us. So we'll just skip the race results because, good God, these are so many races that we have to watch otherwise. But if we win, then we win. If we lose, we actually win because one of them is a draw. So there is that. We got lucky with that one there, and whoa, that does not count. Really? Is it because of 2 losses and whatnot? Oh, that is actually an interesting way to finish this. So okay then. So I've never had this before, but it's always interesting to see. Oh well, back to more training then. Okay, we do need to be training speed at this point because it's lagging quite behind. We do have a decent amount of stamina already, but we will be getting these 2 closer to Spirit Burst. I already triggered one with Haru Urara, but now we need the other main Umas, especially Kitasan Black and Super Creek, to catch up. I could just actually focus on stamina first because, Helios and Creek are closer to it than Kitasan ever will. But that could jeopardize our speed training in the future. So we're going to jeopardize our speed training. If this fails, oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ, Grass. I just had to speak too soon. At least it's just get well soon, so we could still bounce back from this one. Okay, so we've just been through an inspiration event, and we got a couple of sparks. Nothing too impressive, but we did get a decent stat boost for speed, so that's going to be good in the long run. We do have Kashimoto in this stamina training, and we have Spirit Burst lined up for Super Creek. If we succeed this, it's going to be insane. If we don't, then we'll see. Well, shit. Jesus Christ, Grass. Why do I have to greet it every time? And then you even got a grievous injury. Great. We can still push through with this. You're still in a great mood, so you'll only be down to normal. If not normal, then bad, but you will have practice poor. So we can still push through with this somehow. Let's just see how much we can recover after this. Thankfully, she did not incur practice poor, so that's a plus on my part. I guess we just recover a bit of stamina instead. So yeah, that was really lucky of us, surprisingly. Japanese Derby is coming up though, and I'm not too confident about our odds. Let's just see if the run ends somewhere, but otherwise, we'll just keep going until, I don't know, things get better for us, I guess. Alrighty, we're here at the starting gates of the Japanese Derby, and I will actually let this intro play out because this is quite a big name race, as you can see with all of the names that are going to be involved in this amazing race. So yeah, I am not confident about my odds. We sadly do not have enough power. I usually half expect your power to be around 300 at this point, but 3, 2, 1, and here we go. We got a late start, good God. But we do have a lot of stamina recovery skills, so we have quite the stacked cast here with us. We have Saiyan Sky immediately zooming into the front alongside Mihona Bourbon and Ines Fujin. We have El Condor Pasa way in the back. So is Asian Flash, Special Week, and Narita Taishin. And of course, Grass Wonder. Ines Fujin taking up the lead quite immediately here with Mihona Bourbon way in the back, and then Saiyan Sky slowly keeping up pace. El Condor Pasa way in the back there, catching up to the leaders, and then the rest there, along with side a bunch of other mob umas, is Narita Taishin, Asian Flash, and of course Grass Wonder. Grass Wonder's skill procs pretty gosh darn early for some reason, but she will be recovering a lot of her stamina here. And we shall see if this allows her to at least overcompensate. Oh, well, she even got rushed. I was gonna say if it allows her to compensate for the fact that she got late start earlier, but if she gets rushed here, then that means our stats are sadly not up to snuff. We could end up using a clock here if it gets really bad, but if not, then at least we got lucky somehow. But Grass is slowly inching her way up to the front. Again, those stamina skills are going to come in clutch here because it's going to allow Grass Wonder to at least keep up with the pack in spite being way in the back here. She could potentially surge to the front very soon. And compete for the other horses that are in the front of the pack, although it's pretty damn stiff competition at that. With Asian Flash blocking our way, and Ines Fujin and Condor Pasa, Saiyan Sky all way in the front there. I am not quite sure if Grass Wonder will even be able to catch up at this point. Again, we shall see. Yeah, she is pretty boxed in here. She is dueling, but it's not going to be in the against the Uma that we actually want to duel against. But she is slowly creeping up there, but I am not quite sure if she even has the speed to catch up. So yeah, this is not a win in our books, so we might end up having to use a clock. See you at the reset. Alright, we used the clock, and let's just hope that we get slightly luckier this time. And still the same old cast, just in different posts. And there they go. We didn't get late start this time around, and she is in a slightly better position than last time. Once again, the 3 front-running Umas are way in the front here, and let's just see if this gets anywhere. El Condor Pasa once again keeping pace with the rest of the pack here, and still way in the back. Asian Flash and Special Week, and of course Narita Taishin. And of course there's also Grass Wonder, my trainee. Again, her stamina is proccing way too early here. I don't know why, but she is getting a lot of her stamina back, so I guess that's something. Base strategy, again, those skills are proccing just a little too early for my liking, but if it allows her to catch up to the rest, then good on her. But we'll just see. They're still like about halfway through the race, and she could potentially not catch up because, as you can see in the topmost camera here, we don't even see her in view. Oh, there she is. Spoke too soon there. But there are a couple of mob umas that are catching up way in the back. Otherwise, we shall see. We're only about halfway through the race. Grass Wonder could still potentially catch up here. Mihona Bourbon is lagging behind, surprisingly, compared to her usual front-running self. The ones in the front now are Saiyan Sky and Ines Fujin. And then we have Special Week, Asian Flash, and Narita Taishin here way in the back. And of course, the Mapumas are also trying their best. Ines Fujin is the one leading the pack this time around, and Saiyan Sky giving chase, and Mihona Bourbon is stuck in the box here, but El Condor Pasa could come in from the outside, and we have Ines Fujin here in the final spurt, dashing ahead and hopefully clearing this race out before it is all over. Grass Wonder slowly creeping up there. She is now in 4th place, and she is now dueling against somebody, so we could potentially catch up to the front of the pack here. We do have a clean shot all the way up to the front. Grass Wonder still pushing it up there, and she is going and going and going, and she gets this one. Holy shit. See, I told you we shouldn't worry. I'll get back into training. Why are you only showing up now, Creek? I needed you 6 turns ago. Oh my god. Well, that's just the way the RNG rolls sometimes. Now we have all of the stats having at least 1 unity training in it, but none of them are good, unfortunately. So I guess we just have to roll with whatever's going to be given to us here. This is slightly bigger. It's only by 2 points, but this one is rainbow training, and it's a 0% failure rate. So yeah, I guess we're gonna go with Helios here. We're gonna go Way, if you guys know. So summer camp is coming right up, and I'll just see you guys there. Okay, round 2 of the Unity Cup here, and let's just hope that I get better odds this time around. If we lose again, then good god, this run is going to be one of the worst runs I've had in a long ass while. But it's par for the course, because this game is just RNG on RNG on RNG, and we make it back with this one right here. So let's see what the summer cap holds for us. Okay, we immediately get rainbow training with an amazing support right away, so we definitely need to make up for that one. But we also really desperately need to train speed, because good god, we need that. And we also need to train wit somewhere down the line. But for now, we'll get Spirit Burst with power here, which, I mean, we're gonna get it, because 0% chance to fail should be 0% chance to fail. And we even get Kurin-chan, a bit of stats as well, and Spirit Burst on Helios, and we even got Hydrate. But we're getting a lot of Pace Chaser skills, which I don't mind, but sadly Grass Wonder is more of a late searcher, so we may need a better subset there. Sadly, these are not good at all. I guess we'll just get some wit training done. If we fail that, then it's not going to be too big of a loss, because wit training restores your stamina no matter what. So there is that. Sadly, our energy is a little too low, and these odds of failure are a little too scary in my book, so we'll just rest here. Okay, choices. We can go for Rainbow Guts training here, or we can have 3 horses gain a bit more stats for the Unity team, or we can also do wit training alongside Marvelous Sunday, which will give us a bit of stats as well. We can also go for this, but I think we need more power at the moment, and we haven't had rainbow training for Kitasan in a while, or at all, if I'm remembering correctly. So yeah, I think I'm going to focus on power for now, and I'll just see you guys at the starting gates of the Japan Cup. Starting gates in 3, 2, 1, and go! We got a late start. Jesus Christ, this is going to be one of those runs. And we have been having it for quite a while now throughout this entire thing. Grass Wonder all the way on the inside, so already my odds of winning are very, very slim. Special Week zooming right out to the front. She is being the leader of this race this time around, which is very uncharacteristic of her, because now you have 2 really prominent pace chasers in Simboli Rudolph and El Condor Pasa catching up to her. Grass Wonder way on the inside, but she does have a clear path to shift lanes to the right. We do have Special Week and Asian Flash just behind her, slowly catching up, and so is Vodka and the scary one here being Oguricap. Thankfully, Gold Chip is not here. I don't think he ever ran in the Japan Cup, so that's something to keep in mind. Then we have a gaggle of Mob Umas here, and Grass Wonder again restoring her stamina. I don't know how and why it procs always in this exact juncture, but I guess it's better than nothing, so there's that. Praise strategy as well, recovering her stamina here. We do need good god, I am now seeing the flaw of my strategy of always picking the stamina skills here. I guess we need if I'm reading this correctly, I think we need to go with the Bakushin deck for healer Grass Wonders, just to compensate for the fact that she already gets a lot of innate stamina restoration skills, but we do have a clear shot here that will allow us to zoom in the front, but I am not quite sure if it will even be doable because again, if my horse ever ends up on the inner rail, for some reason my trainee tends to lose. So we shall see, but hesitant pace chasers going about proccing here, which is good because it will allow Grass Wonder to hopefully catch up here. This is a very, very tight one here. Winning ticket, slowly making it to the front here. Grass Wonder zooming in to the front, and just by a half length, she wins the Japan Cup. Good God, that was a nail biter. Jesus Christ, game, not even giving me enough time to to prepare for the Arima Kinen. We barely have enough skill points to just level up anything. Well, let's just hope that these raw stats are going to be more than enough for us to conquer one of the harder races in this game. Good God. Again, I'm not confident about my odds, but if we somehow win, then Grass Wonder deserves headbats. So let's just get into the starting gates. Starting gates in 3, 2, 1, and go! We got a late start yet again. Good God, I think our width is a little too low for my liking, but what can you do? So Saiyan Sky zooming way up to the front immediately, so that's very characteristic of her. We are in a long race, so we could just take our time and Grass Wonder will eventually catch up to the front here, but with competition like Daiwa Scarlet, Tiama Pro, we even have I don't think Oguri Cap is in here, but immediately, again, restoring her stamina this early in the race. Again, I don't know why she does this, but I don't know. We'll just have to roll with it. Superior heal right away. Grass Wonder giving herself a stamina boost here. And we have Manhattan Cafe right beside us alongside Vodka. And again, one of the scarier Umas to be racing against is Gold Chip, because she could potentially just zoom to the front like whenever she wants. So there is that. And the pace chasers here being Simbali Rudolph, Tiama Parao, and Daiwa Scarlet. And we have a gaggle of Mabumas here accompanying us for this race. And Saiyan Sky having a comfortable lead here. Daiwa Scarlet following closely behind. And then we have Tiama Parao and Simbali Rudolph boxed in pretty goddamn hard. I'm not quite sure how she's going to make it out of that one. Then we have a bunch of other Mab Umas, and then you have Grass Wonder and Manhattan Cafe slowly catching up to the front here. Then we have Vodka and Gold Chip way in the back. So we could potentially see a sudden surge to the front from everyone else once we reach the final corner here. Again, I am not quite sure how oh my god, Gold Chip is way on the outside, so she could potentially just zoom to the front here. But Grass Wonder, as we round the corner here, she is slowly making her way up to the front because that's how the corners go about. So there is that, and Gold Chip just right behind her. Again, this is a really scary position for Gold Chip to be in because she could potentially just shoot herself forward and just win this whole thing. But thankfully, Grass Wonder is blocking the path, so she could just get this. And she is slowly but surely moving way up to the front, and she takes the Arima Kinen. Oh my god, Grass, you are going to give me a heart attack one of these days. Okay, we're here in the third round of the Unity Cup, and again, I am not confident in my odds, but if we somehow win this, then good on us. If we don't, it's not no skin off my back. And we win this. All right, cool. The three goddesses were on our side in that round, so we'll get a significant stat boost and a bunch of other stats for the team as well. So, cool boy, this is one hell of a roller coaster of a run, but that's just how it is with roguelikes. So I'll just see you guys at the next interesting point. We finally got Swinging Maestro after 84,000 years, and I don't think we'll even have the skill points necessary to learn everything, but we'll see what happens because anything can still happen in this run because, good God, this run has been cursed with 2 major injuries, but somehow, some way, we are pushing through. So I have a choice here. Either I train power and up the stats of 3 Umas, or I can just go with Spirit Burst training with Matikane Fukukitaro here, but I think we're gonna need a bit more power here. So, Helios, you do your thing, and let's see if that gets us anywhere. We have a dance lesson here, so what if you were more expressive there, Grass? So we got a plus 10 to Guts, and not enough skill points to train too much, unfortunately. So, no Rainbow training from Marvelous Sunday yet, sadly, and we could have had more Unity training with that one, but that's just the way RNG goes sometimes. Oh boy, this is going to be one of those runs. Right, really, it's going to be one of those runs. Okay, so a tiny update. The Inspiration event just happened, and look, lo and behold, we got a hint for corner recovery. So we'll be getting to that a lot easier than I thought. But we already have like enough stamina recovery skills that I don't think getting Swinging Maestro is going to actually be necessary for this run. We need more speed, and that's something I very rarely say, because I am the type of trainer that wants to make their trainees last in the race for as long as possible and then give a massive burst of power towards the end. So let's just see where this gets us. I mean, we're gonna get Harikita Eiko here, and we'll even level up Matikane Fukukitaru here. I don't think there's anything else that we can get, so yeah, we're gonna Harikita Eiko it up. And we'll see you guys at the next interesting point. Okay, so for the past couple of training sessions, we have been gathering up a couple of late surger skills, namely Slick Surge and Outer Swell. These are two really good late surger skills, provided my horse is in the outer part of the pack. But I prefer it to be that way anyway, so we'll have to save up to get these two skills like pronto. As for other skills that we got, we do have a bunch of stuff that are really good, but sadly they are not what Grass Wonder is going to be good at. So unfortunate that we have to pass on these, and oh boy, let's just hope that we get this well. Although it is tempting to get corner recovery, which to be honest I should get, and we'll just get to the other stuff like in the future. I mean, Homestretch Haste is still pretty gosh darn good in spite of everything. So yeah, we're gonna get corner recovery because we didn't already have enough stamina skills. So well, just see you guys at the starting gates. Here we are at the starting gates with the Takarazuka Kinen in 3, 2, 1, and go. And I cannot believe I am seeing this, but Zeno Rob Roy has an in-game model already, and it is so good to see my daughter's roommate just right here in the race with us. And we also see a bunch of other recently added Umas in Gold City and Meisho Doto as well. So, oh boy, we have a bunch of mob Umas leading the pack here. I guess everyone else is either a late surger or a pace chaser, so that is something to keep in mind. Corner recovery proccing immediately per usual, as is with healer Grass Wonder, because she likes proccing her stamina restoration skills early. I don't know why. Again, Zeno Robroy, it warms my heart that Zeno Robroy is here. She is an Uma that I am looking forward to adding to my roster because, again, she is Rice Shower's roommate, and they're basically best friends. So good to see that my daughter's BFF is in here. We have a bunch of other racers. We are very spread out, like pretty far. The line of horses is pretty long. Grass Wonder does have a clean shot to overtake the other racers once we reach the next corner here. Her ult is not proc, by the way, this entire race, so that is good to know. Granted, a bunch of her other skills proc instead, so we could be seeing something else here. Hesitant Pace Chasers is going to slow a large glut of the racers down. Although Opera O is way in the front here, so she could potentially win this one. And we are blocked like there's no tomorrow. And we won the duel, and we triggered Homestretch Haste, so she could push herself to the front here. TM Opera O's keeping pace here, so a special week, and she does not get there. That was one hell of a way to finish this off, Grass Wonder. Oh boy, let's get back into training. Okay, 4th round of the Unity Cup here, and we have been getting better at triggering Spirit Bursts here, so I am still not confident of the odds of my team here, but if we win, then we win. Again, if we win, if we lose, then so be it. There is always a chance that RNG is not on your side in that run. Thanks for the freeze frame there, Seeking the Pearl. We won that one, so that's good on us. So let's just get back into training and see you at the next interesting point. Times like this, when you want to gamba, and if you succeed, it's going to be insane. But if you fail, well... And we even got a grievous injury. Jesus fucking Christ. On the plus side, though, we did not get practice poor, which is an amazing feat in and of itself. That every time Grass Wander gets injured, she never gets practice poor, which is, I guess, the biggest silver lining I could ever have with that kind of proc. And good on you, you cute little Honshu. I mean, you're a little scary, but hey, it just comes with the territory. Okay, we're here at the paddock, I guess, of the Mainichi Okan. And the skills that we need are sadly a little too expensive. Ramp up here, we just got it from a proc. 153, so we are 30 off with that one. We also need to pick up the skill points necessary to get both Slick Surge and Outer Swell, because those are really good for late surgers. And sadly, everything else is either for medium or, as much as possible, I don't like getting skills that are for specific races, especially if a horse has multiple really good aptitudes for her racing. So I prefer to keep it as generic as possible, or at the very least, if I'm going to get the skills that have specific racing styles attached to it, then I would rather it be for the horse that just specializes in one particular racing style. So keep that in mind when you make your career here in Umamusume. The starting gates in 3, 2, 1, and go! I am getting better at calling the start of the race here. Silent Suzuka zooming way to the front, being her front runner self, followed by El Condor Pasa. And then there's also Oguri Cap here, and I believe that was Vodka just now before the camera cut to Silent Suzuka here. So there is that, and I'm not quite sure who else is here in the race with us, but we do have a couple of Mab Umas accompanying us as well. And once again, her ult proccing at the weirdest possible time, which is early in the race. So I'm not sure how to feel about that. I don't know why, but hey, you know, if you need the stamina, you need the stamina, so there is that. El Condor Pasa keeping pace here with the front of the pack, and so is a Woody Cap for some reason. We also have Vodka there, and she just got passed by Grass Wonder. And who else is in the back that are named? Oh, we have Nice Nature as well. And is that Hishi Miracle? No, is that just a Mab Uma? I am not sure if these are still Mab Umas. I'll have to check later on. But I do recognize a bunch of the other ones, and this may just be a G2 race, but you know, still gotta treat it with respect because it's a graded race. So there is that, and excuse me. Grass Wonder being way out in the front there is amazing, and she's using the her skill to hopefully slow down the others here and make her catch up. And she is slowly catching up to Silent Suzuka here, and she may just win by a nose, maybe by half a length, but we shall find out soon enough. And the home stretch haste proccing at the exact time that I wanted to proc at, and she takes home the crown. Good on ya, Grass. Oh boy, this one would be so much easier on the heart if she didn't get injured like 3 times, and major injuries at that. Oh boy, let's just get back into training. Okay, so we have a choice here. We either go with Spirit Burst here with Sakura Bakushino, because it's Sakura Bakushino. We have possibly a total of 18, this is 21. Plus 21 to our stats here with Guts. Or we can have 15 to 17, about 26 here on speed instead. And this entire time, by the way, we have, I think I've only gotten the Unity training for Marvelous Sunday again now. So we could make a choice. This, I mean, here at least, it's slightly disadvantageous now that I'm looking at it, because it's only Bakushin really benefiting from it. So yeah, we're gonna train more speed because you can never really go wrong with speed training. Okay, we're here at the Arima Kinen. It was only like 4 turns ago, good god, and then we have Unity Cup like coming right up after that, and it's the final round of the Unity Cup at that. But I am very worried about this one because it's heavy rainfall. So that's going to make the ground just a little bit hard for us to take a good grip in. Oh boy, I am not confident about our odds, but we're still gonna push. So let's do this, grass. At the starting gates in 3, 2, 1, and go! Alrighty, we have one hell of a race here with us, ladies and gentlemen. We have Simboli Rudolph, we have Biwa Hayahide, we have Mob Uma leading way in the front there. We also have Narita Bryan, good god, we have Mejiro McQueen as well, and then I believe Air Groove is in the back. The camera has not yet panned over there, but good god, we have a stacked, and I mean stacked, Arima Kinen here today, and we have Air Groove there. There we go. We also have Special Week, and of course, Asian Flash. And once again, Grass Wonder restoring stamina this early in the race. I don't know why, but I guess there's something in the skill that I didn't read. But I guess, you know, stamina restoration is stamina restoration, I guess. So there is that. We have one hell of a race here ahead with us. Raining really hard, and the horses are still pushing through nonetheless. Asian Flash is slowly catching up to the front here. We are way on the inside here, and Special Week blocking our path there. Mob Uma still in the front, but things could change once we round the corner. We could see some takeovers here. Why did I say takeovers? Some people getting ahead because the curve is like that. We have Simboli Rudolph still keeping pace somehow. Then Biwa Hayahide slowly catching up to the Mob Uma in the front there. We are heavily, well, we're not exactly that boxed in. Well, now we're boxed in now because Asian Flash overtook us here. And I am not confident about my odds here, but straight away recovery. Again, restoring a bit of stamina there. Things could still change once we reach the third corner, but we shall see. All right, cool. Grass Wonder on the outside now, rather. Asian Flash triggering her final spurt a little early there, but Hesitant Pace Chasers has been our MVP skill this run because it slows everyone else down and allows Grass Wonder to slowly but surely catch up, and then, you know, hopefully we trigger home stretch haste there. Asian Flash is now competing for the front here, so is Biwa Hayahide and Special Week, and also Simboli Rudolph there, but they are not enough to catch up to Grass Wanda. Oh boy, that was one hell of a close one. Oh, we need more training, Grass, and we need those skill points bad. Let's move right back into it. Okay, we're here in the final round of the Unity Cup, and I mean, if we lose this one, again, it's no skin off my back. Finishing this scenario with a 3-2 record in the Unity Cup is about average, and you get a decent amount of rewards anyway, even if you don't finish this. What's more important, honestly, is getting to become an Ura champion with your trainees. So again, no skin off your back if you lose this one, but although you do need to keep in mind, in the Ura finale, you will face off against both Little Kokon and Bitter Glass, regardless of the result here. So, oh boy, we shall see what happens in this Unity Cup. And we won that one. Holy shit. Alright, cool. So they will be getting their payback in the Ura finale once it gets down to it. So, I'll see you guys there. Okay, so this is what's honestly really weird about the campaign mode. If you race, I mean, I have been racing in a bunch of mediums and longs, but somehow, some way, the Ura decides that, you know what, your horse is a mile racer. What? Like, what? I do know that there are ways to tip the Ura races in your favor, because depending on the number of races, the types of races that your horse goes on, the final 3 races of the Ura scenario will definitely cater more towards the number of races that your horse participated in, if that makes sense. So I guess we'll be a mile racer for this one, but we are built with a lot of stamina skills, so it won't exactly be too much of a problem. I am more worried about not having enough speed skills to catch up to the front, but you gotta do what you gotta do around these parts. So I'll see you guys at the starting gates of the qualifiers. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go! And really good that we are in the mile race because we get to see the gentle giant that is Hishi Akebono. And we have I did not realize that Twin Turbo's model is already in game, but here we are. Twin Turbo, in case you didn't know, the reason why she's a front runner, at least the real life horse rather, the reason why they're a front runner is because they are scared of other horses and just wants to get away from everything as fast as possible. That's why they love pushing way up to the front. But they are competing against Silent Suzuka after all, so this could be a rough go for them. And they are slowly exchanging places there. It's either Suzuka or Twin Turbo, but we are more worried about the middle of the pack here. We have Gold City and Hishi Akebono competing for the pace chaser spot there, and Grass Wonder being a pace chaser as well. Then now we have Vodka and El Condor Pasa way in the back. Alongside, of course, the gaggle of Mob Umas that are pretty much boxed in. And Narita Taishin is in a mile race for some reason. But here we are. We just need to get past the massive wall that is Hishi Akebono. But we shall see what happens from here. Hesitant pace chasers proccing right there. We could still potentially move all the way to the front here. Yep, homestretch haste triggering for Grass Wonder there. She just needs to push past Twin Turbo, and indeed she does, just by about a short horse length, if I'm reading this correctly. We'll see in the final results. 3/4 of a length, yeah. That about confirms it. Good on you, Grass Wonder. Let's move right on to the semifinals. Ura semifinals in 3, 2, 1, and go! We are... Oh my god, this is one hell of a stacked semifinals here. We have Ines Fujin zooming way to the front per usual. We have the demon herself, Nishina Flower, alongside Kisexy Fuji. And of course, Air Groove and Agnes Tachyon being here for some weird reason. Then we have Biko Pegasus in the back alongside Grass Wonder, of course, and Tamamo Kuros. This is an interesting gaggle of Umas racing in the mile races for some weird reason. But I guess, you know, it's sad that Hishi Akebono is not here, but the demon herself, Nishina Flower, is here in the race with us, so she could potentially take this from us, but we shall see. Once again, Grass Wonder restoring her stamina like there's no tomorrow because, good God, that's her entire kit. I just wish she had more speed skills, but we have to get it from outside sources, so there is that. Sadly, Grass Wonder is boxed in, so there is a chance that we could not recover from this one, but we are slowly approaching the final corner here. We could just, you know, overtake here, and there is an opening, but we are blocked, sadly, by a bunch of other named Umas. She could potentially squeeze between some of the other ones, and the hesitant pace chasers, once again, trying to save our skin here, but okay, there we go. She is slowly making her way up to the front here, challenging Biko Pegasus for the first place, and she does it in one hell of a fashion. Oh boy, Grass. This is like one of the most nail-biting careers I've ever had in my life. Okay, starting gate of the finals. 3, 2, 1, and go! We even got a late start. But this is an extremely worrying race because we are all triangles. So we could potentially lose this one, especially with the competition that we have. We have Maruzensky, we have Mayano Top Gun, we even have Happy Meek here. Another OC Uma, and then Bitter Glass just keeping pace there with Happy Meek. Then Little Kokon somewhere in the back, I assume. Grass Wonder once again restoring her stamina like there's no tomorrow because that's just how this skin goes. But we shall see if it will be enough because we do not have the requisite 800 stats in order to even survive races like this one. We also have Narita Bryan as well and Oguri Cap in this race, and there's Little Kokon way in the back there. We are triggering a bunch of our other skills as well, but I don't know if it will even be enough. So we still have 2 resets from the clocks that could potentially help us here. But again, my odds of winning this race are low, but not 0. So we shall see, and restoring our stamina a bit there, and Grass Wonder being on the outside is helpful because we just got the outer swell skill, so that could help us with our speed deficiencies. But okay, there we go. So we could get even more speed moving forward here, but the front of the competition is extremely rough with Bitter Glass and Mayano Top Gun and Maruzensky moving all the way up there. So we could potentially lose this one, but Grass Wonder slowly inching her way up to the front, and we could... Ooh, yeah. we definitely lost that one because we sadly were not able to get past the blocks. So, we get an alarm clock going. Let's try it again. 3, 2, 1, and go! We are in a different post this time. We are about in the middle, so that's still pretty much fine for us. Oguri Cap being way out in the back there. Then we have our front runners per usual. We have Maruzenski and Mayana Top Gun leading the pack along with everybody else. Then, of course, Happy Meek and Bitter Glass keeping pace, rather. Then everyone else is in the back. And once again, Grass Wonder restoring stamina early in the race, but I just have to work with it at this point. She does have a few other there we go, pace strategy triggering really early as well, so she has oodles upon oodles of stamina at this point, and she is boxed in like there's no freaking tomorrow. Good God. So we could still end up losing this one and use our last alarm clock as well, but we shall see. Miracles can happen, especially in races like this one. Little Kokon slowly catching up to her teammate Bitter Glass, who is in the front there, combating Happy Meek as well. So we could see a comeback here from the Team Zenith players. But corner recovery triggering there, and oh boy, I am not confident about my odds here. We could see Grass Wonder sadly not make it because again we do not have 800 speed, so that we can easily clear this. Marozensky is zooming past everybody else here. Good God, I am not sure if we can even catch up at this point, but Hesitant Pace Chasers once again the MVP of our run here. But yeah, we may have to end up using another alarm clock here, and oh boy, I'll see you at the final reset. Here we go again for the last time. 3, 2, 1, and go! We are nearly on the outermost post this time around, and everyone else is on the inside. So we could be competing against Happy Meek instead. And oh god, Oguri Cup is on the outside as well. But once again, Maruzensky and Mayana Top Gun battling it out for the front here. Then we have Happy Meek and Bitter Glass moving away on the sides there. Then the ult not proccing this early this time around, so that's good on you, Grass Wonder. And the ult could not even proc at all now that I'm thinking about it. We have Narita Brian and Oguri Cap slowly chasing in the back there. Happy Meek proccing one of her skills, and Grass Wonder slowly sticking it into the rail. But I am not quite sure if that's beneficial, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And we are slowly approaching the next corner here, and in the middle of the race this time, the stamina restoration procs, so that's good on her, and that's honestly the preferred time that I would like that skill to proc, so that you have enough stamina to make for the final push to the lead position. But oh boy, she is boxed in yet again, so my odds for this race has sadly gone really, really low. So we might not win the Ura finale here, but at the very least we beat the Team Zenith in the Unity Cup. So yeah, Maruzensky once again showing us why older women are the cream of the crop here. And good God, we're going to have to end the run here. Oh boy, that was really, really rough. I mean, granted, there were like 3 grievous injuries that Grass Wonder got throughout this entire run, so I think that's definitely going to contribute to that performance right there. So I'll just see you guys at the end screen. Okay, and we are here at the end screen, and well, that could have gone better, but unfortunately it is the way it is. So yeah, that was this run with Healer Grass Wonder. That was honestly I had to relearn a lot of things because this is very different from the OG Grass Wonder and how she plays. I definitely need more speed skills in order to compensate for the fact that well, she doesn't play like she normally plays. So oh boy, that was definitely an awakening and a half on my part. Otherwise, that run went about as well as you could hope. There were a couple of losses here and there, but we did what we could, and we played to our outs, and well, we got a decent horse out of it. This is like the most amount of recovery skills that I have ever had on any horse, so definitely learned a couple of lessons here moving forward, especially if I want to run this version of Grass Wonder yet again. But we are out of time, and we'll just have to do a run back with this horse in the future. So, if you guys like what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. Until next time, toodles!